Miss Janice, come on, sit right here. Had a good drive?
Yep, good.
Good. What can I really say about Miss Janice Jackson? Miss Janice Jackson was a one-of-a-kind client. She's been a resident of Dothan for almost 25 years. And I said, Miss Janice, please let me list your house. Keep in mind, she's raised her daughter there and her grandchildren. That home is their legacy home. So she wanted to really put it in good hands. And she said, are you sure you're going to be able to sell it? I said, without a doubt, Miss Janice, I know I'm going to sell this house within 5 days. She said, you've been mighty, mighty optimistic. I said, Miss Janice, I said this with all surety. I said, Miss Janice, I know my job. I know what I'm doing. I listed the home. Guess what? In one day, we had an absolute phenomenal offer that she could not resist. She said, oh my God. Rest is history. Check this out. Ms. Janice, I am so excited about this offer that I have. I know last night I told you I couldn't wait until you came to the office. I not only got one offer, not two offers, not three offers. I have 4 different offers. And me as your agent, you know, I told you I'm gonna take care of you. I wanna make sure that I got the very best offer for you, one that I know you like. I can't believe it. Well, that offer, Ms. Janice, I have for you. I wanna show it to you. Are you sure you're ready for it?
Yes, I am.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Ms. Janice, this number right here is your offer.
Really?
I know you're looking at me like you can't believe it because you thought we were gonna be at one number.
Right.
And we're almost $8,000 to $10,000 over that right now.
Oh my God.
This is a real offer.
Really? Real?
It is. Listen here. I didn't know if he wanted to take it. I said, you know what? She might not want this offer. Maybe she want to wait. I'm just kidding. What do you think about that?
Are you for real?
I'm dead serious. That's a real offer.
Really?
Yes.
We'll take it.
Let's
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
Shannon, we're going to do this. I need you to sign right here. You know, it didn't even take that long either. We just listed your house on yesterday. That was yesterday, yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Listen, all we got to do, I'm going to send this in to her, and it's a wrap.
All right.
Thank
It's
you
a
so
wrap.
much.
Thank you.
I was also her first agent. It wasn't the other two. I was her first agent.
We was in there too.
No.
Yes, we were.
No.
Anita,
Oh yeah. He was.
He was. Let's be clear.
He
Let's
was.
get the history right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the history. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
That's it.
but as far as he was my very first agent
That's
at
it.
Community First.
That's
Well,
right.
who was your
Then-
number 2?
I don't know about number 2. I don't know about number 2 and 3. Wow.
Oh, I would tell Ken how you doing too. Who else was it? It was just us.
No. It was.
Oh, so
Stop.
now you
Listen.
pulling all these
No.
cheering out.
What you say? Kurt, what you say? If you ain't first, you last.
Okay, Curtis was the
I
first
I was just
agent.
listening to the history. I said,
Yeah,
give me
he-
this
So
right.
you be acting up.
He was. Curtis was the first agent, and then it was Miss Ramsey. It was Miss Ramsey.
Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer. Wasn't Jennifer before Miss Ramsey?
Both of them, they came back together.
So I'm far. I'm
Yeah,
way.
Jennifer don't
I ain't
live.
I'm a
lying.
middle
That
child.
You came with him.
You know what? I just came with y'all.
He on down the
Yeah,
list.
it was yeah, because when I did my grand opening, it was me. Was you there with doing the grand opening?
I
17?
came right after.
Okay.
Because you didn't
Yeah.
answer the phone.
You can't. You need to stop. It was.
I had to go inactive. I couldn't find no broker.
You need to stop.
I promise you.
You came and talked to me.
The staff meeting was great. Great food, great fellowship, and also a great time for Anita to brief the team on upcoming events. Anita also expressed to the agents on how she wanted them more community involved, because that's what she built her brand on, being community oriented.
Y'all remember about this weekend. Don't forget about the photo shoot and be on time. Let's not forget about the photo shoot and bring your best A game to the photo shoot. If you want to bring your makeup artist or your hairdressers, just make sure you bring your A game.
But of course.
To the photo shoot.
Yeah, and I
Wouldn't have it any
we'll
other
look
way.
good. Don't y'all think we'll look good in some bow ties? Probably. We'll probably have to find some somewhere. Make sure we get them all from the same place.
Yes, green.
Yeah,
Green.
probably get them all from the
Money
same
green.
place.
Stand out with
Yes,
the dress.
Yeah.
green. That's our logo. Just make sure y'all are on the same color pattern with the green. Because I've already set the colors out. Just make sure y'all are on time.
You look at me like you green. You make sure you got the same color.
Yeah, not this green.
Money green.
Money green.
Money green.
Money green. Yeah. Money green. Thank y'all for lunch. It really
Thank you
means
for
a lot.
lunch.
Thank you.
Thank you for lunch.
I know,
Meet
right?
with you all. And don't forget to get with Rasul about training that you need, whether it's HUD training, whether it's you need to do over contracts, where you need to do listing training. I mean, any training that you want, if you're even interested in the property management training, etc., just let me know and I'll schedule it, because to make sure that I have to get all the information that is a requirement for you to be successful. Because if I'm not successful, then you're not successful, and if you're successful, I'm successful. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And
We gotta
as
work
always,
together.
y'all need to make sure y'all get that paperwork in too.
That's what we're
You're gonna get an email. You're gonna get a text.
Every time I see Razul Hall message you, I be like, for what? What is
This
this?
document is missing. You are missing this. When will you turn this in?
I'm like, and he gonna tell Anita too. We ain't getting paid.
Before everyone departed, Rasul wanted to see exactly what kind of training Kiana needed that she spoke about.
Hey, Kiana, before you leave, let me holler at you real quick.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, whenever we were having lunch, I did hear you mention something about like needing a little bit of extra training and stuff like that. I was just really kind of wondering what type of things that you feel like you needed to have that little bit of training on.
I need a little more help with foreclosures, the HUD. I want to know how to get into different portals, and also the property management.
Okay, great. Well, that's what I was trying to make sure that I can kind of get a packet together and get some material together for you. So that way when we sit down, we'll actually be able to go through those things and get you a little bit more comfortable with them. So that way we can continue to educate our clients and make sure that, we're headed in the right direction, and hopefully go ahead and increase those sales as well.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Whenever you're available, I'm available.
Okay, so let's probably say this Friday coming up.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and come in and say maybe 9 or 10. Is that good for you? Or?
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, great. Well,
Shoot me a text to remind me. I'm so forgetful.
I'll definitely do that. So I'll go ahead and get all that material together for you, and then I'll go ahead and get a calendar set for us for 9 o'clock
9 o'clock
on Friday.
on Friday. Works.
All right,
Perfect.
sounds great.
All right.
All right, take care, girl.
Okay.
All right, see you. Working with Aaliyah and Gianna, it was a pleasure. These girls are natives of Dothan, Alabama, and they moved to Montgomery in order to continue education. And guess what? That's exactly what they did. Both of them graduated from Alabama State University. One's a teacher, one works with the VA. Great accomplishments. Now, they're deciding to go ahead and try to conquer the next goal, which is becoming homeowners. Who wouldn't love that? So that's exactly what they did. We submitted offer after offer, working effortlessly, just trying to get an accepted contract. Unsuccessful. So you know what? They decided to do the next best thing. We decided to build. And whenever you're working with the builders, hey, you get to actually be involved, hands-on with the whole process. And that was incredible for them. They enjoyed it. So this 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot home, it met every single need that they had. So, since everything looks good, the final walkthrough is complete, let's head over here to Ball and Ball and get this deal closed. looks like Community First and the Fit Realtor got another client fitted for the right home.
Want to go first? The first two?
How are we doing it? Like guy and a girl, two guys? How we say first two?
Well, the next one.
We're doing individual shots.
And then I'm putting them together.
Okay, I got you.
Rasul Hall, aka Mr. Fit Realtor. Not only is he Anita's brother, but that's her right-hand man. He has been in real estate for 6 years. He's a graduate of Auburn University in Montgomery with a degree in business administration. Curtis Harvey, aka Mr. Make It Happen. Been in real estate now for over 7 years. Progressive, forward mobility, will not stop until every stone is turned. He's a husband, pastor, county commissioner, and college graduate. He has one goal: to get it done. Ken King's sales is primarily focused on selling commercial real estate. He's a very passionate entrepreneur that is not afraid to get his hands dirty. Troy University accelerated law graduate and a realtor for 7 years. Nellie Hall is the apple of the team. She's a 4th grade teacher in Montgomery, Alabama. She has been in education for 23 years. She's a graduate from AUM with a master in education leadership. She's also Rasul's wife. Marjorie Story, she's the veteran of Community First. She served our country and now is serving our community. Dr. Michael C3, aka Mr. Next Level, is a transformational leader with over 16 years of experience working within the real estate industry. He's a husband, father, podcaster, author, real estate investor, and Section 8 landlord coach.
Salmon.
They gonna
In the
say
South? Salmon. They're not gonna say salmon. When we go for our little lunch, we need to go somewhere
We
with that
got-
salmon.
But you like
Discuss whether the pronunciation of the word
salmon is made at home.
Salmon. But he said it's not. That's what Bruce was saying.
You got another word for that?
Salmon.
Right. Exactly. They're saying it's salmon, not salmon.
It's salmon. I think it's salmon.
No,
It's salmon. Let's Google it.
Since Doc, get it.
Let's see what we
It
have.
sounds correct to say salmon.
Let's see.
Salmon.
She gonna talk to for us. Hold on, here we go.
Salmon croquette.
I don't know, but I know dictionary was in there.
Salmon.
Vowel is
Salmon?
fun.
Hold on.
It sounds like
Yes.
mun, fun, money.
What?
Make sure you aren't
So she said some money.
vowel like O or ah.
Is it salmon or salmon? I mean, you would think they would be talking about something real estate related. Okay.
Salmon. Salmon.
it's salmon. You can't. How she gonna say that?
She did erase the L.
You gotta give it up.
She might not be a doctor.
Oh, the doctor said salmon.
You're right. The doctor said
Salmon croquette. Salmon croquette.
But we're not going there.
So because we don't want to say that, we just say no more. Okay.
What else is here?
It's all limited.
That's quiet.
Quiet.
Look, that's what it's saying.
Which one
What's that?
The L is silent.
Yeah.
That's how it goes?
Yes.
Look at 3. Yeah, that's what it's saying.
Kiana Marsh, the beginner of the crew, new but knowledgeable, mother, millennial realtor with the talent of making the house your home. Bernita Dale is a powerhouse. She's also a retired veteran of the United States Army. Bernita balances being a mother, a master's level college student, and she's been a realtor for 5 years. This is Anita, our fearless leader of Community First Real Estate. She has been in real estate for 15 years with her own company for 5 years. She is known as a community trailblazer.
The Walkers, they were a pleasure to work with. I put them in my car to take them to go see houses, and before my clients get there, I always go through our inventory and look really closely at what we have and try and match it up with what they want. And so the first house that I took them to, they was like, this is it. We don't want to look at anything else. And so, you know, that made my job pretty easy. I only had to work with them about maybe 3 to 4 weeks. It didn't take long at all. I did all the searching before they got here, and when they came, we were able to find something within like an hour. One of the best transactions that I've ever had.
Another closing, and another satisfied family with a beautiful home. Well wishes to the Walkers from Community First.
Anita, you up here?
Yeah.
Girl, I've been sitting up here looking for you.
What's going on?
What you got going on up here?
You know, I
So
jack of all trades.
Oh, I see.
But
So
master of none, bruh.
You're a contractor now. You just stuff.
Trying to get this stuff done. I'm ready to get it finished. So I thought maybe just putting a little cork in there to help them out.
Okay.
And some areas I've seen that, you know, ready to move upstairs, honestly.
I understand that. But no, the reason that I was calling you was I had some questions about some stuff, because after our luncheon, you know, Kiana, she came with me and mentioned about some training and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just trying to gauge you and kind of see where you were with, you know, probably implementing something for the agents as far as training.
I think that's a good idea. Honestly, I really think it's a good idea that that the training, that'd be great. I think it'd be great. Some of the HUD training. I think the HUD training and some of the home path, because as the foreclosures roll in, the agents are going to be in diehard need of how to put in a transaction, and so we definitely need to jump ahead of that.
Now, I was also thinking, like, I don't know, because I'm trying to think of what do you think a great way would be to kind of make it fun for some of them, like.
You know, actually, I'm glad you said that, because this, you know, Saturday after the photo shoot, it was just a lot of comments made, right?
Yeah.
And I just didn't like a lot of the stuff that was said to some of the agents that are not producing as the others. So I really didn't care for it. So I was thinking that maybe we should give them a challenge. And maybe it should come from someone that has had more experience than us, been in the business industry, sales to sales. Okay. And I know what it took for me with my mentor that gave me advice. So, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my mentor, have a conversation, and ask him what would he think a 30-day challenge would be for the agents. Okay. Because he's been very successful in 35 years of business.
Awesome,
so
awesome. I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
But hey, girl, I was just coming up here to run that by you, but I got to get this phone call and try to get some of these deals landed.
I know that's right.
I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right.
And some of the comments over the weekend at the photo shoot, a lot of the agents was teasing the other agents about not selling but one property a year, you know, and making sly comments. And so some of them prioritize, and you know as well as I know, when you're out there and you're grinding year round, you feel like you can beat your chest, but I sort of thought it discouraged a lot of agents, and I just did not want to create that type of environment. Because people go through circumstances and hardships, but I just wanted to make sure, like if I just offered a 30-day challenge to all of them and see who can work it, who can work this plan, how can it better their career and make them more successful in real estate. Because like you said, they got in it because they love it some way. So I'm just trying to, like, you know.
And they want to succeed.
Yeah.
Just their mindset of success may be different than yours.
Yeah.
And so you two, you need to be on the same wavelength. And that's why you need to sit down with them and see what their goal, you need to set a goal, each one of them. So my goal is to sell one house this month. The next person's goal, I'm going to sell 4 houses this month, right? So if they both succeed, then you're successful.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you need to honor that. And you need to have we used to have a thing called steak and beans.
Oh,
And yeah, so all my salespeople would compete. The top salespeople, you just cut it right in half. The top salespeople all got to eat steak, and all the bottom salespeople all ate beans.
Love that.
And it was, they all were together at one night.
Okay.
And, you know, some folks didn't want to eat beans, but they had to.
Okay.
If they wanted to work.
I'm getting ready for this showing. My client Jordan is coming over to view this lovely home. I'm excited to see how he likes it. He had tons of questions, and I made sure to answer each and every one to make sure this would be the perfect match to what he's looking for. Now it's time to pop the big question. So, what do you think?
I like the house. I actually love the house. It's very spacious. I see a lot of potential things I can actually do with it. I like to put an offer in if I can.
All right, let's do that.
Let's do it.
Hi, Jordan. How are you?
Hey, I'm fine.
Your offer was accepted.
Oh, really?
Yes. So now our next step is the inspection, and then we can move forward from there.
Okay, sounds good.
All righty. Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye. And now for the fun part, the closing. We head on over to the attorney's office to close on this lovely home and secure the bag. Paperwork, paperwork, paperwork. But I assure you it's all worth it. Closing on a new home is a feeling like none other. Another one in the bag. Time to call the girls up. It's time to celebrate. Mimosa me, please.
Shays Robinson. Where do I start? Because it was so spiritual, that closing was. I have never, ever, ever closed a closing with someone that was praising God and thanking Him through the whole process. Her mother had passed a couple years ago, and she was unable to be there with her. But when I tell you she was there in spirit and truth, she was there in spirit and truth with her. When I tell you that we had worship at the closing, we praised God, and we just had church, y'all. We had church, and we just rejoiced. The Spirit came all over her while we was there, and she just let it go. She just let it go. And I was so happy for her. And because of that closing, I just could not let her go. It's just some clients you just can't let go. She was there by herself, and she just wanted to complete that. She was scared all the way down to the closing. And so when we left there, I just felt led to go back to the house with her and pray over the house. Give the house a little housewarming. We went there and we prayed and we talked and we laughed and she cried, and we just went back through the house like we did when we originally looked at it. And I can't tell you how spiritually that was for me. But it also reminded me why I love to do real estate, what it's all for. God gives us all a gift, and that's pouring back into each other. I think it's the greatest gift that He gives us all, that we don't realize that we actually have. It's the things that we get up and do that nobody has to wake us up for, the things that we are on time for. The things that bring out the best in us is loving and giving back to each other. And Shades was just that person that I felt so spiritually connected to during this transaction. And culturally, for her, she's a Jamaican. She's from Miami. She moved to Dothan to to relocate her family and her culture. This is big to become a homeowner in America, to do the American dream. So I was happy that I was blessed to be able to be a part of that process, because truly it was very spiritually led.
If you had to tell inspiring realtors some information to get them going, what would you tell them?
Okay, if I had to tell inspiring realtors information to get them going, I would say this: do not give up. Understand that every day is not going to be a winning day for you. You have to, what the Bible says, you gonna sow and then you will reap. So your sowing times is, everybody's sowing and reaping times is different. You have to motivate each other, encourage each other every day. Get with other realtor professionals that have been in the business longer than you. Listen to them. Let them encourage you. Learn something from everyone each day that can contribute back to the success that you want. You want to be able to not mimic someone, but you want to also pick up those parts of them that thrives you, that energizes you. But we all here can learn from each other, and that's what I like. I think that upcoming realtors have to understand is that they work for themselves, that this business is sales, that you gotta think on the level of, I am my own boss.
On the next episode of Buying Alabama.
So I arrived to the house. Anita and the buyer shortly after. So I grabbed my camera and I began to get some B-rolls of the house. But as I begin to walk up, strange enough, the camera starts to flicker. I ignored it and I kept filming. But as we got closer to the house, I noticed nobody wanted to go in first.
Sorry.
No, I'm gonna do it here.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, you want? Yeah.
you want to do it this end? You want, you know?
Yeah, let me do that. So being at my job, to do the walkthrough and get the footage, I hit record and I walked in. And then it happens again. The camera flickers. Knowing the house would be renovated, the buyer wanted a before video to show the progress. But things are feeling real weird in here, if you know what I mean.
Find out what happened on the next episode of Buying Alabama.